Good morning, students. In today's class, we are going to study about a topic from chapter 3, water. Soft water and hard water. We know that water is a compound with the molecular formula H2O. Pure water is colorless, tasteless and neutral to litmus. Neutral to litmus meaning neither acidic nor basic. The boiling point of water is 100 degrees Celsius and freezing point is 0 degree Celsius. On the basis of lathering capacity with the soap, water is classified into two: soft water and hard water. Soft water readily lathers with the soap. Soft water readily lathers with the soap and it does not waste soap, because soft water is free from dissolved impurities. Dissolved impurities. For example, rainwater and distilled water are examples of soft water. So, soft water example, distilled water and rainwater, and soft water readily lathers with soap and does not waste soap due to the absence of dissolved impurities. Hard water. Hard water does not readily lathers with soap, hence it wastes soap. The reason is hard water contains dissolved impurities. Again, hard water is classified into two: temporary hard water and permanent hard water. Temporary hard water and permanent hard water. The temporary hardness of water is due to the presence of dissolved impurities or dissolved salts are present in temporary hard water, like calcium bicarbonate and magnesium bicarbonate. So, name the salts dissolved in temporary hard water. Temporary hard water contain dissolved salts like calcium bicarbonate or magnesium bicarbonate. Then the natural water is temporary or permanently hard due to the presence of dissolved salts. Temporary hardness of water is due to the presence of calcium bicarbonate or magnesium bicarbonate. Then rainwater, when it passes through the atmosphere, contain dissolved carbon dioxide. We know that air is a mixture of different gases, nitrogen, oxygen, carbon dioxide, etc. On passing rainwater through atmosphere, it dissolves carbon dioxide, and we know that carbon dioxide plus water is called carbonic acid. So, otherwise water become acidic. Rainwater become acidic when it passes through the atmosphere, and when it reaches the earth contains minerals like calcium carbonate, magnesium carbonate, etc. The soil contains large number of minerals. So, the soil contains magnesium carbonate. When rainwater reaches earth, it reacts with the magnesium carbonate in the soil. Magnesium carbonate is commonly called magnesite. When magnesium carbonate reacts with the rainwater, it becomes magnesium bicarbonate. Magnesium bicarbonate. And this magnesium carbonate is also known as magnesite. Common name of magnesium carbonate is magnesite. It occurs in nature along with the impurities, so it is called magnesite. Then calcium carbonate present in the soil also react with the rainwater, which contain dissolved carbon dioxide. So, calcium carbonate is also known as limestone. This limestone or calcium carbonate react with the rainwater, which contain dissolved carbon dioxide. A chemical reaction takes place and calcium carbonate is changed into calcium bicarbonate. This calcium bicarbonate and magnesium bicarbonate are soluble in water, while calcium carbonate and magnesium carbonate are insoluble in water. Hence, when rainwater contains dissolved carbon dioxide reaches earth, it reacts with the insoluble magnesium carbonate and changed to the soluble form magnesium bicarbonate. This magnesium bicarbonate and also calcium bicarbonate dissolve in water, rainwater, and hence natural water become hard, temporarily hard. So the reason of temporary hardness of water is due to the presence of dissolved bicarbonates of calcium and magnesium. Next is permanent hard water. Permanent hard water contain dissolved salts. Various salts are present in permanent hard water, and permanent hard water does not lather with soap readily due to the presence of these dissolved salts. Let us say the salts which are dissolved in permanent hard water. Permanent hard water contains chlorides and sulfates of calcium and magnesium. So these are the dissolved salts present in permanent hard water. Chlorides and sulfates of calcium and magnesium are present in permanent hard water. Therefore, permanent hard water does not lather with soap. Temporary and permanent hard water does not lather with soap. Here, permanent hardness of water is due to the presence of dissolved salts of calcium and magnesium in the form of chlorides and sulfates. Now, we know that temporary hardness of water is due to the presence of dissolved bicarbonates of calcium and magnesium. And temporary hardness of water can be removed by boiling water. So simple method is by boiling water we can remove temporary hardness of water. So let us write the equation. Calcium bicarbonate, temporary hard water contains dissolved bicarbonates of calcium and magnesium, isn't it? On boiling temporary hard water, the dissolved salts undergo decomposition. In the presence of heat or on boiling, bicarbonates decompose to form carbonates. These bicarbonates are soluble in water while the carbonates are insoluble in water and get precipitated. And the other products are water and carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide gas escape out and we get two products, calcium carbonate, which get precipitated. Along with that we get water. So calcium carbonate is insoluble and can be removed by passing through filters or by can remove the insoluble substance by which method? Filtration. The other salt dissolved in temporary hard water is magnesium bicarbonate. Magnesium bicarbonate is also unstable to heat. On heating temporary hard water, the bicarbonates are changed to carbonates. Bicarbonate gives carbonate plus water plus carbon dioxide. This magnesium bicarbonate is also insoluble in water and get precipitated. Hence, both calcium carbonate and magnesium carbonate present in temporary hard water can be removed by boiling. So, state a method of removal of temporary hardness of water by boiling. What happens on boiling temporary hard water? The dissolved bicarbonates of calcium and magnesium decomposes to form insoluble carbonates. These insoluble carbonates settle down and can be removed by filtration. Hence, we can convert temporary hard water into soft water. Then soft water readily lathers with the soap. Next, we are discussing about the removal of both temporary hardness and permanent hardness from water. The method is by adding washing soda. So, by adding washing soda to hard water, hardness of water can be removed. Because there is a chemical reaction, let us consider a temporary hard water. Temporary hardness of water is due to the presence of dissolved bicarbonates of calcium or magnesium, isn't it? This temporary hard water is treated with washing soda. Washing soda is sodium carbonate. Washing soda formula, sodium carbonate. So on adding washing soda to temporary hard water, a chemical reaction takes place. We get calcium carbonate. The products are, we know that in a compound the left side is plus and minus, right side is minus. Cation and anion. Na2CO3 also contain Na plus ions and CO3 2 minus ions. Then when they react together, interchanging of ions takes place and the products are calcium react with carbonate to form calcium carbonate. So the products are CaCO3 plus the other product is sodium bicarbonate. The other product is sodium bicarbonate. We know that calcium carbonate is insoluble in water. So get precipitated on addition of washing soda. And the other compound formed, which is sodium bicarbonate, is soluble in water. And it does not affect the hardness. Sodium compounds does not affect the hardness of water. So calcium bicarbonate or magnesium bicarbonate present in temporary hard water on treatment with washing soda. What is for the formula of washing soda is sodium carbonate. They react together and calcium ions are removed as in the form of calcium carbonate, which get precipitated, and the other product sodium bicarbonate is soluble in water and it does not affect the hardness. Hence, temporary hardness can also be removed by adding washing soda. The permanent hardness of water can also be removed by adding washing soda. We know that permanent hardness of water is due to the presence of dissolved salts of calcium and magnesium in the form of chlorides and sulfates. There are 4 salts which are responsible for the permanent hardness of water. Let us take one example. If the sample contains permanent hard water contains calcium sulfate, okay, then on adding washing soda, formula of washing soda is Na2CO3. Ca plus minus. Interchanging of ion is a chemical reaction. So calcium, Ca plus ions react with the CO3 minus ions of the other compound and the product is CaCO3. Is it soluble or insoluble in water? Carbonates of calcium and magnesium are insoluble in water. It gets precipitated plus the other product formed is Na2SO4. Na2, we know that sodium compounds are soluble in water and does not affect the hardness. So sodium sulfate is removed in the form of soluble form sodium sulfate, and this compound sodium sulfate does not affect the hardness of water. Hence calcium carbonate settle down and can be removed. Hence temporary permanent hardness of water can also be removed by adding washing soda. We know that in the place of calcium sulfate we can write magnesium sulfate, calcium chloride, magnesium chloride, etc. Okay, let us write another equation. Suppose the permanent hard water contains magnesium chloride. Then what happens on adding washing soda, Mg plus and Cl minus? Then what happens is magnesium react with the carbonate ions to form magnesium carbonate. Magnesium carbonate is insoluble in water, get precipitated, and the other product is sodium chloride. Is sodium chloride soluble or insoluble in water? Soluble in water and does not affect the hardness. Hence, the salts present in permanent hard water can also be removed by adding washing soda. So state method for the removal of temporary and permanent hardness from water by adding washing soda. Formula of washing soda is Na2CO3 dot 10H2O. Hydrated sodium carbonate is washing soda. The disadvantages of hard water. Hard water is not good for drinking. We cannot use hard water for the preparation of solutions in the laboratories, and it cannot be used in laundries. for washing purpose, because in laundries and boiling water, then the hardness, the salt present in hard water decomposes and form insoluble salts, and which get stick onto the vessels, the pipes, metal pipes, and form fur, and which block the flow of water. Hence, the laundry pipes may burst if we use hard water.